What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today, heading to Post Falls for a pickup, Post Falls, Idaho, which is home base for me, like 25 miles. And then it delivers to Crescent Valley, Nevada, to the gold mine. So today we're going to the gold mines. Weather's good. It's almost 90 degrees. It's the end of September, and it's supposed to maybe rain, maybe not, I don't know, something. But anyway, tomorrow the weather's changing down to 66 degrees versus almost 90. So we've got a huge decline, and that'll be the end of our summer pretty much. And summer's been good enough already since it's, end of September and still that warm. That's just, happens not so very often. But anyway, I'm picking up one little box. I guess it's mining machinery parts, I guess, for the gold mine. That's my guess. Usually from Post Falls. I mean, I don't do too many pickups over here. They don't always pay my round trip that I request, but this time I guess they didn't have any other options, and maybe there's nothing else anywhere nearby, close by, cheaper by, anything like that. So I guess they're paying my round trip. So 800 loaded miles and then 800 empty miles, so like 1,600 mile round trip for me. That's what the local load is, 1,600 miles round trip locally. Let's go grab the stuff. I'll show you guys the box. Yeah, you guys can laugh away that I could have taken it in a car, in a Prius, in a whatever personal vehicle, and my van is maybe too big for it and all that stuff. You guys can laugh away all you want, but hey, either way, driver does need to sleep somewhere if he needs to sleep somewhere. Vehicle is a commercial vehicle, needs to have commercial insurance. It doesn't matter what. If you're even taking a box like this, small box, commercial insurance is still needed for what we do. Because if anything happens, cargo coverage still needs to be in place. So, and if liability wise, if you do something over the road to somebody else, you have to have commercial insurance, yada yada yada. So you guys can laugh away, put your comments in there. We'll do whatever you want. Explain how dumb this is and blah 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 blah. It doesn't even matter. But I would charge the same exact price for this or a up to a 3,000 pound load. It doesn't matter. It's a one-way trip for us. That's what we would have charged, and that's what we're doing either way. So we're all good. Pretty much this place is like they do I don't know. I think they do a lot of repairs as well, but they do have a parts department as well. They do a lot of big rig things. And I think what else they do is, you guys can see, I think they build like brand new machinery as well in here too. So either way, on my way. It's an 800 mile trip, so I've got my night cut out for me. It is 3:49 right now already, so you guys can say 4 o'clock and still 800 miles away, so you can imagine when I'll be there. I'll tell you later once I put it in my GPS. I don't really even have anything, so I'm just going with the flow for now. I'm gonna get out of town, out of the way, get on the highway and punch it in my GPS later. There's not even a physical address. It just says, you know what it says? I'll tell you what it says. 16 miles south of Crescent Valley, Nevada. Cortez Mine. That's it. That's my directions. There's no directions, no nothing. Must have full PPE for deliveries and all that kind of stuff. But when you're bringing them little boxes out there, I've been to a lot of mines. There's not just one little mine there. There's the whole state of Nevada, believe it or not, over there from Elko all the way around that Elko area and everything, Crescent Valley and everywhere. It's a mine. It's a gold mine capital of the United States. I'm not going to say the world because I don't know what the capital of the world is, but in U.S., that's where a lot of the big time gold is being taken out right now. They're moving mountains over there. I've showed you guys this before. I've told you guys this before. You could always Google it and see what they do. Basically, they just blow up mountains, put them through the sluice box, pretty much, you know, crush the dirt and everything, make sure it's all dirt, ring it through the sluice box. The gold stays on the bottom, the dirt, you know, you throw away, and that's how you end up with gold. So I've spoken to somebody before. Now I don't remember the exact figures or whatever, but they were pulling out a lot of gold a day / a month, a lot. Like he was telling me, that's a lot. There's big profit in it, but it's a big operation and it requires a whole lot of, trust me, a whole lot of investment into doing all that, and all these people and all that. It's just crazy. They gotta pay all these people to work there. They basically bring employees on the bus over there that work there. They get shuttled up there and shuttled down. So yeah, they search them, make sure they don't got no gold with them, all that good stuff. But hey, I wish one could get at least stuck to my boot over there. That would be nice. A nice, you know, triple size coffee bean nugget. I'll take that. Gonna go ahead and fill up for like $3.35, maybe somewhere around there. $3.30 something for diesel. I was just in Seattle area and Portland area out there. They're still wanting insane money for their diesel. Same thing with a mile down the road at Flying J and at Love's. They want $3.95 if you're paying with a credit card. With a credit card, debit card, it doesn't matter. If you're paying with a card, $3.89, or I'm sorry, $3.95. Cash is $3.89, so 5 cents less. Same thing right here. Love's, and then you get the next exit over, that's what I'm taking. That guy right there. I'll show you what the price is. It's gonna be like 35 or 39, somewhere around there. It's gonna be like 60-70 cents cheaper per gallon. Can you guys imagine a semi-truck filling up, you know, 250, 300 gallons and saving 60-70 cents per gallon? That's insane money. Why would anybody even want to try to go over there and pay over there? Yeah, I know they get the fuel cards and some discounts, but the price is already elevated for that. You know, a lot of people don't understand that truck stops prices of fuel is elevated, especially for that, to give you a sense that you're getting some kind of a discount with a fuel card, when you could just come over here and fill up for less, even less than what your, you know, fuel card discount will be. You don't even have to bother with, you know, fuel cards. $3.35 right there. $3.35. See that? Both Circle K and here, but I don't go to Circle K anymore. I used to when they first opened. Don't go there anymore because they have an issue with card getting jammed. They still don't have the touch pay like these guys, like all the normal gas stations do, but their card gets your card will get jammed over there. All my cards are already like wrinkled up. Not all my cards, but the 2 cards that I use, the business one and the debit card and the personal debit card, whenever I fill up personal vehicles as well. So yeah, one of those things. Okay, let's go grab some fuel, keep going. My ETA is, well, supposedly it's a 12-hour drive, so we'll see if it's really going to be, you know, if I'm not going to lay down anywhere, it's going to be 12 hours. But we gave them a 16-hour transit time. How we get that? That's how we always bid our loads, is by bidding them and dividing the mileage by 50, as if you were driving 50 miles an hour versus, you know, me driving the 70, 75 and all that. That's how you rake up your time to actually sleep if you want to sleep a little bit. That's how things work. And that takes care of the traffic, takes care of your bathroom stops, you know, fuel stops, everything else. So in between, you can get yourself that sleep if you really needed it. Some loads are just direct, nonstop. But on this one, you know, we gave them a 16-hour transit time. And GPS says it's only going to take 12 hours, nonstop. Haven't eaten anything today, and I don't even know really what I wanted, so hot dog and a burrito. I don't know. We'll see about the burrito. Burrito's pretty expensive, but hopefully that hot dog is good and we'll do the trick. Maybe we'll save the burrito for later. Check out the visibility. So what's happening is the weather's changing tomorrow by like 25 degrees in just one day. When all of a sudden today we got this crazy wind and maybe want to be rain or whatever, but you guys see this? On the way here or on my way to pickup, it was all fine. Now it is rush hour, but I wanted you to look at the sky. You see this? That's incredible. All the dust from who knows, from the whole summer probably now is being flown all over the place. Some kind of a little windstorm. Hopefully it ain't gonna be like this my whole trip, or most of my trip anyway. And once again, sunsets are unreal on the West Coast. Beautiful. Light bar's working great. Getting a lot of compliments already. It's not even dark yet. And then I swapped out my yellow fog light bulbs that I got for different ones. I got the aux beam in there now. These are a lot brighter. So I put the aux beam in and hopefully they're going to do the trick. Still hasn't been dark yet to see if they're, you know, at least as good as my old ones, but they already seem a lot brighter and a lot better than those junky yellow ones. And I'll show you guys what those are in another video and tell you guys not to buy those because they are not any good at all. Driving, not paying attention. I knew my fuel was a little low, but I didn't know that there was going to be no gas stations for like over 100 miles after that. Basically, I cleared like almost 100 miles until I came on the light, until I came to some gas stations that were along the way. One was closed. I'm sure maybe it's open during the day, maybe, but it's, you know, everything was closed. They had locks on them, nothing. Kept driving, drove to another one that's like, I don't know, maybe it's for like the Department of Transportation to fill up, but probably. So they use their own special fuel card in there. I tried to stick my regular card in there. Nope, no luck. I tried to, you know, I tried to pour something without even paying if it was possible. Nope, it wasn't pouring, so I just made a decision to keep on going, and it just kept going. No cell service, can't check where the fuel is, can't turn off anywhere, and the GPS slowly kind of, you know, shows where the towns would be, but you don't know. Anyway, long story short, thank you, Jesus. After a long prayer, I came onto a gas station without running out of fuel. Because seriously, when I turned off from Mountain Home onto this Highway 51 or whatever this is, maybe it's not even 51 anymore. It was 51, but from Mountain Home and going all the way into Nevada here, I haven't seen one single car going towards me. I'm the only person on the road. No cell service, no nothing. Google, it remembers your GPS coordinates when you put in your address, so that's really the only thing that's guiding me. Keep on going, and you just keep driving. That's what I did. I just kept driving until I came up to a gas station, and thank God that I could pay with a normal rabbit. Almost killed that rabbit. A lot of rabbits here. This is like a rabbit haven out here. don't carry any fuel with me, like, you know what I mean, any extra. But next time I go to places like, you know, out in the boonies like this, Nevada especially, I'm gonna think twice about not carrying a little bit with me, at least 5 gallons, you know, because 5 gallons, that'll get you 100 miles somewhere, and should be able to find something within 100 miles. But I'm telling you, here, maybe if it was during the day, one of those 2 gas stations would have worked. It was kind of like a, you know, looked like abandoned gas station. One was totally abandoned. I kept going. Didn't even have any hoses. Came to the next one, and the next one had like a brick building that's like so old and so unoccupied looking. Behind it was some house, no lights on or anything. So I'm like, I don't know, does somebody live in that house behind there? Should I have knocked and woken somebody up? You never know, you might get shot in the middle of the night. It was, you know, 1 a.m. out there. So I just kept on going. I was like, start praying to the Lord and saying, hey, do a miracle, make me find a gas station, get me to some fuel. And that's exactly what happened. I got to some fuel. And then now you kind of come up on some of these, you know, little towns right here, Mountain City. And I don't even know if this Mountain City was going to have fuel. Like, let's drive through and see. No fuel, no fuel. This used to be a gas station, but it's not anymore. Sheriff sitting here, huh? I think it's 25. I think I've seen this truck here before. He lives here, but he's not in the vehicle. And we're gonna pass this, and then there's no fuel, and you keep going, and you can't fill up. It's a little town, and there's no fuel here either. So where are you supposed to fill up out here? You know what I mean? So that tells you guys now I got a bit of service out here. Elko's still 84 miles away. I already drove for, you know, 100 miles on the light. So makes you think twice, you know, if you guys are coming out in the middle of nowhere, like especially Nevada, you know, to the gold mines, get a tank of fuel just in case. That's just my recommendation. But I don't know, maybe I'm going through the boonies and maybe you guys would go through like I-80 or whatever or whatnot, but I don't know. If you don't really pay attention, just put it in the GPS or in your phone and Google. It might take you through some weird ways just to save you a half an hour or an hour. Then you might run out of fuel, and what are you gonna do? There's no cars behind me, and there's, as you can see, there hasn't been anybody, and there hasn't been anybody for hours and hours and hours that's came my way even. I couldn't even ask for anybody for help. And there weren't even towns, you know, until I reached that one place. There weren't even towns to where I could go knocking on somebody's door and say, hey, where's the nearest gas station? Could you drive me there? You know what I mean? So, yeah. The weather, it was like 67, now it's 37. So the further you go into the desert, the colder it gets. Seriously, literally, it was just 67 when I was filling up. Now it's 37. How is this possible? When you guys drive through Nevada and you see buses like this, kind of dirty, you know what that means? That means the workers are being shuttled to their mine locations on the bus, because some of these mines are still like 50 miles plus on a gravel road in the middle of nowhere from any real civilization. So yeah, I've delivered to some of those before, and some of those are on the channel too if you guys want to dig around in the playlist and watch them. But yeah, basically there's a whole, that's how things are done out here. Whatever the nearby towns are, all the workers, they'll just, you know, park at a parking lot or wherever, then get on the bus, and the bus will take them all the way to work and bring them all the way back. Because if they would have to, oh, this guy wants a little sunshine. If all the workers would start driving through there and everything, the roads wouldn't really last, and there'd be way too much traffic out there. So that's the way they do things. I wonder what time these people like get up at. That the bus is already, you know, en route to these mines, and I don't know what time they're gonna bring them there, but like per se, if they're going to the same one as I'm going to, then they will be there by 6 a.m. But there's so many different mines out here that I don't really know like what time do these people wake up that they're being brought over there. Maybe this is the, you know, the bus that's going to actually take people home from night shift or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of buses like this. If you guys see buses like this and kind of dirty ones, that's what that means. They take workers to and from the mine. Here's how this works. Dirt gravel road for the next 13 miles, it says. About 13 miles. I don't know if I've been to this one or not. I think I've been to a lot of them, but like I said, there's tons of mines out here. Some of them have the same names. Some of them are just like a different mountain, but same, you know. Anyways, just kind of going with the flow. But one bus ahead of me. There's a couple lights ahead of me out there, so you know you can see on here where they dug around. And we're just gonna keep going. We keep going. They dug on the left side, right side, everywhere. You know what I mean? There's different mines, different names of the mines as well. So they found the gold vein. They keep digging it. Big operations out here. Lots of people. Very expensive, I bet. But they are pulling gold out of here. If that's, you know, if they're here, that means there's gold here. So we're heading up there towards the lights. It's like 7 miles, it said. Well, 6.8 now. But I don't know if you can see much. If you can see some of the lights on the very top of the mountain. The sun is going to start coming up soon, but we're going to get some daylight. But on top of the mountain, you can actually see the bulldozers and stuff. They're over there moving dirt, either bringing it, you know, from over there or taking it over there and dumping it somewhere out there. That's how this place, that's how this is. That's what it's like anyways out here. Keep on trucking on a dirt road. Hey, at least it's not 50 miles one way. I've had that happen before. On a dirt road, and it was like a bad dirt road. At least I've kept up on this one so far. When winter comes, it's gonna get worse. But they constantly like grind at it, put gravel on it. But for now, this is actually pretty decent. We're doing like 45. Not bad. I spoke way too soon about nice roads being nice. Man, I'm all over the place. My rear tires are having a heck of a time gripping that road. It's so bad. After this, you definitely need an alignment. Now that I picked up a camera, it's gotten just a little better, but still. Potholes everywhere. Really rough. But we're almost there. I'll show you, well, I don't know on the maps what you'll be able to see, but maybe by the time they unload me or take the package, we'll see if there will be some kind of an area where I could, you know, lift up the drone and show you guys from up above. Because I know you can't do any filming right at the mine itself, but you guys can see on here. You can pretty much Google it. They move
in a quarter mile, turn left to stay on Cortez Gold Mine Surface Warehouse Road.
Yes. You can pretty much Google this place, Cortez Mine, and see from a satellite image what they do here. They literally move mountains.
Take the next left to stay on Cortez Gold Mine Surface Warehouse Road. Continue for half a mile.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to check in here in a minute. And it looks like it is the one that I've been to before. I've taken different routes to it because sometimes you're not really following anybody, but I believe it's the one I've already been to as well. Basically, the little warehouse is not answering the phone, so I don't know. Security just said to wait 20 minutes. If nobody comes to get me, then come back in and check back in again. So we'll see. The moving mountains part, I'll show you guys. But I guess when the sun goes up, you'll see what I'm talking about, how they move mountains actually, literally. And on this one, I don't think I've been to this one actually, honestly. This one, no. They all look really similar, unless they've changed things up over the last few years, but maybe I haven't been to this exact one. So, not to be in trouble, I don't want to put the drone up in the air out here. Everything's being videotaped everywhere, but like I was saying, moving mountains, those mountains are moved. That's the dirt that's been dumped, that whole mountain over there. So, just so you guys get a hang of it, I wasn't just kidding about, what I was saying. The sun sure does come up fast, jeez. In 20 minutes, it's like almost daylight. Yeah, but you guys see all this dirt, all this? It's all been moved. These mountains, not so much over here, but those back ones, yeah, definitely. And if you look on the GPS, let me move this paperwork. If you look on this, you guys see this, what they do? They go deep here. They shave this mountain off. You guys see that? You see that? You see that? You see all this? And there's more. There's got to be more because they go probing. They go probing in different areas, like over here. Probably tried that. Probing. Didn't work out, or wasn't enough gold in there. And then they found, this place, and this is just literally a gold mine. Anyway, yeah, that's on the navigation there. Okay, got to put in my back home address and get out of here. I still gotta try to sleep. Basically, I drove, and I was falling asleep. Like literally, I started falling asleep. So I laid down for an hour to sleep. Laid down for an hour to sleep, and broker called, woke me up. I didn't answer. My phone wasn't even by me, so I couldn't even answer. Then I started looking on the emails that were asking, like, is the vehicle stopped? Why is it stopped? And all this. We gave them a 16-hour transit. I got it here in like 13 hours. So I don't know what's up with the deal. Why they were so worried about it. Jeez Louise. Maybe I'll come outside and show you guys what the back looks like. what the mountain moving is all about. See, they're like digging in over there as well, over there. There's all kinds of operations going on. And the bus goes, you know, back out that way. And the hills that I'm talking about that are being moved, I can see the big old caterpillar right now over there too. But that whole mountain is artificial now, just so you guys know. And then they go deep down behind it is where their thing is, so where they're digging around a lot. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, let's keep going, because they got strict rules over here about how you're driving, how you're stopping, and all that stuff. Especially when you get down on the actual like mine property part. It gets a little... Let's see, which way did I come from? I came here and I went left. Public roadway, keep right. Yeah, see, all that stuff. And that whole mountain back there, that's a mountain that's been moved. That's an artificial mountain right there. All that dirt has been gone through, washed through, and gold has been pulled out of it. The whole thing over there. It's a big place. It's no joke out here. So after flying and seeing it, the actual mine is like right behind me, right there, right behind me. That's pretty much the mountain that has what they need. They're digging down into it through there. And then everything they've dug up, they take and move over to that side over there. They dump it. You guys can see, well, I can see, there's like 3 or 4 big trucks over there. One of those, the cats, you know, the huge ones. 3 or 4 big ones of those, and they're dumping the used dirt over there. So, yeah. Hey, I'll take a gold nugget right here. Just go piss and hopefully get stuck to my shoe. If that would be how it would be. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Dirt that they dig up. So serious mountain moving out here, like literally moving mountains, just so you guys know. And all this dirt right here, this is all washed up and checked and everything. So all this doesn't just, you know, come from nothing, just so you guys know. But hey, good for them, you know what I mean? Somebody found them. Somebody found the gold. They had to go prospecting. Somebody found it. And then probably investors, I don't know how it works, investors or whatever. I'm sure big investors are into this. Billions and billions and billions. So hopefully someday it pays off for them if it already hasn't. We're just the little peeps, you know what I mean? We're just the little guys. We get paid cents compared to them. Yeah, they dug up like half that mountain. Jeez Louise. Shaved off and blasted half of that mountain. So let's see what I can see from here. How many more mines we got going on. I can see at least 1, maybe 2, because this is a man-made hill here. over there is a man-made one. So there's at least 2 mines there, maybe even more, digging just right in front of us up in the mountains there. And right down here, I don't know if it's still the same one or not, but she told me, the girl that was accepting the freight, said that this lower one is not theirs. That's a different mine. So another one here, that's 3. And you can see, what can you see? On camera you can't really see much. But you can see where they brought the dirt out over here. They're digging right there. I guess Nevada, this desert, middle of nowhere, nothing out here. Rich for gold apparently. But on the big scale, you know, not like you can come out with a little pan and, you know, put some dirt in it, wash it out in the stream and end up with some gold. This is on a big scale here. I don't know how much dirt you got to move to be able to actually get whatever you need out of it. And there are a lot of mines out here. I'm telling you guys, it's not just the only like Battle Mountain or Bald Mountain, I think Bald Mountain it's called. There's tons of mines just on that one mountain itself. And then, you know, I can see a mine up there, up on the very top there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 4 here, 5, and then the one I was at is 6. And who knows, if you keep driving that way, you might see some more. Imagine how much fuel and how much work it takes to, you know, create a mountain out of all this dirt, you know what I mean? And how many years long it takes to do all this. A lot of these mines are a 24-hour operation. So, I don't know. I mean, you gotta move a lot of dirt to be able to do this. This takes big resources. This is not just yeah, this is insane. It's crazy. I don't know who came up with these ideas out here to come and gold mine for gold, you know, like this. Not underground, but, you know, overground mining. They're not underground. This is, you know, this is ground mining.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Cortez Gold Mine Road.
Digging holes and washing dirt, and then moving dirt. So as I'm driving, if you look at the big mountain, you can see that they're, you know, taking chunks out of it. That mountain there. And then this one here, now that I'm a bit closer to it, you guys can see that this is all man-made. These are all man-made mountains now. They shaped them how they wanted to shape them, I guess. No joke. Definitely no joke. I actually had no clue that in Nevada they are mining like this out here, hardcore, until I, you know, with this work. This is the only thing that this is the job that I found this out with. I had no clue that they were on a big scale like this, moving mountains out here. Never knew. But you guys can research it. You guys can research like Bald Mountain and that whole area, Elko, Nevada area out there. Big money in that. They paid a lot of money to claim some of that land or whatever, however the gold miners stake it, claim it, whatever they call it. So I guess maybe the government and the state of Nevada, they're making money from nothing too, from letting them just move dirt. Speed limit 25. some of these roads. Nevada gold mines. So as I'm driving, there's like 2 more mines that way. And you can see that they're pulling water over there, I guess, to wash things out, or I don't know where they're getting water. I don't even know what this is. Maybe they can't be sending gold to, you know, places. I think they're just, you know, pulling water from like little reservoirs and stuff. But they are pulling stuff down that way. You can see where the electricity goes and where the pipes go. That's where the life is at. So yeah, there's more over there. Definitely more. Then you got people, you know, people in charge that are like this. See, pipeline complex contract too. There's all kinds of different other mines, different other places where they're digging. Seems like the whole, not the whole, but you know, the upper state of Nevada. That's where it's at. 7 a.m. and a beautiful sunrise over the mountains out there. Kind of hard to see through my dirty windshield, but you can still see a little bit. 7 a.m. Pacific time. And this is what? Premium USA living like this? And then on this side like this, Premium USA living. I don't know, what would you want to why would anybody even want to live out like this in the desert, in the middle of nowhere? No close by town, no close by store, no nothing. Little wannabe stream that's running dry. Maybe once rain season comes, it'll get a little better there, but I don't know. I mean, it's really middle of nowhere. Yeah, we're coming up to the freeway, so there's going to be a little better, but I drove by and it's kind of like you see trailers, abandoned trailers, like campers. Threw my stuff in. I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes I spent. Oh, give me a second. Fished for about 15 minutes or so. Didn't get anything. Basically nothing. One perch. I mean, I was getting some bites, but the mosquitoes out here are incredible. They're about this size. Look at this guy. That's huge. And they're everywhere. They just follow you around. They land on you. I was like, man, I don't want to get bitten by a bunch of desert mosquitoes out here. So caught one perch, threw it back in. Decent size over here. I can't believe they went on a rooster tail. They were biting a rooster tail, so I don't know. There's a lot of fly fishermen out here trying to fly fish. Don't know what for. I guess, you know, trout or whatever else could be in here. Maybe kokanee, I don't know. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. And I'll tell you exactly where I'm going next. Actually, I'm not going home anymore. Just got a call from dispatch asking, hey, do you want to do a medical load from Bozeman to Tequila, Washington? So for me, I am going to be heading to Bozeman and then to Tequila. So I'll see you guys in another video. This one is the end. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet. If you have questions, ask via Minect. That app is always on my phone, on both my phones that I use. So yeah, anytime, Minect is probably the best way to reach me if you want right away answers. Otherwise, email, but you know how that goes. That could go into spam or, you know, really never know anyways. But God bless you guys. Take care. We'll see each other next time, and I'll go back there and see. I actually got to shave and shower along the way too anyway, so I was gonna say I should change my shirt, but hey, I'll shower first, then I'll change it. Maybe somewhere in Idaho, in Mountain Home or whatnot, go for a shower over there, shave, change of clothes, and keep going. But not like I've been out for, such a long time. It's not even been 24 hours yet. But still, showering is needed. Don't be driving around for 3-4 days without showering. That's no good.